some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass. It's Bland. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Texas A&M.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. He's got him. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quick release on the RPO. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the move. Turning it on. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Into the end zone. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The gun, the running back looking for room. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Stadium this size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice.
Wait, say that again. I didn't catch that. Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, yeah, just let me know if that happens.
Everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Might be changing the route. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Nice grab in traffic. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Bland. Flips it out to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the right. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
I mean, not only were those two guys not on the same page, I don't think they were in the same playbook. They barely looked like they were on the same team. Now it's 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Bland. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it, threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Calls his own number. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 10 over Georgia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Ducks are in the hurry up. Tight end now in motion. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. QB got it himself. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking downfield very late in the half. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback gets the first down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
Yeah.
Breaks into the open. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Bland. unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Ducks want to move quickly. Quick release by the QB. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Bland. Takes the easy completion. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. At the 35, he's loose. Powers through. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not injured there. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Got a man. It's Connors. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for an open area to his left. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an open